Hi, welcome to Unit 4, Environmental Factors Influencing Health. This is a rather large unit going from week 10 all the way through the end of the semester, week 14. And because it's fairly big, I'm going to break it into two separate videos. The first one for weeks 10 through 12, the other one for week 13 and 14. The overview that you'll go to does cover all of the weeks, however, for the entire unit. So when you come in here, you can scroll down, again, all the course outcomes and unit outcomes. You go down, there's all the student preparation of what you have coming your way throughout this unit. Now when you go back, you'll notice that there's a few sections to this. First of all, there's week 10, which if you are an online-only student, you'll be doing this completely online and submitting it in this assignment tab. And if you are a hybrid student, there will be an opportunity to be working on this with your group in person, face-to-face in class time. But in this environmental assessment, we're looking at the physical environment and how that affects your specific population. There's a few different links that we'll be using. You'll also be looking and doing an evaluation of the environment at different levels. So the individual level, home level, neighborhood and community, county and regional, state, and national level as well. You'll go down to part 2 as well and answer these questions, specifically about some of the hazards and what that means in terms of your population. So you do need to make sure that you submit this environmental assessment prompt, particularly if you are an online-only student. Again, if you're a hybrid student, this portion will be done face-to-face. But much of this information will go in to the environmental and cultural factors assignment that you'll be turning in just a little bit later on in the term. So let's go ahead forward to that project. So when you come down, you'll notice that on week 10, you can start working on the environmental and cultural factors project. Again, that's for the environmental assessment information. Some of that will go into it. But you'll continue to work on the environmental and cultural factors assignment through weeks 11 and through to the end of week 12. Now you notice that the due date isn't listed until April 15th, but that is when you're going to do your responses, and that's a Canvas technicality as far as how that's input. But you need to make sure that, and this is done in your groups, one person in your group needs to make sure to submit your assignment, preferably as a PowerPoint or a Powtoon or Prezi, something that's fairly interactive. Needs to submit that or link to it into the discussion page by the end of week 12. Then, once it's in there, by the end of week 12, you'll go in individually and respond to each other's assignments in week 13. But I'll get into that just a little bit more in the next video.